at least.
This one came down to the wire, but the first spot in the second semifinal game has been clinched after a 91-83 victory by Utah State over New Mexico. I'm sitting here with head coach Craig Smith, Sam Merrill, and Diogo Brito. Coach, after being crowned regular season co-champions, you come in here and you advance to the next round. Talk about your first season in the Mountain West.
Well, I love this league. It's an incredible basketball league. It's an incredible league, period, but it's a great basketball league, and to have so many great experiences here, and just have a lot of pride in the league itself. And it's been an exciting year. Obviously, these two guys have been unbelievable, and were fantastic tonight, except for Diogo's 4 turnovers in the first half. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, you're not going to find many guys that have as much, as a head coach, as much pride in this conference and what we're about. And it's definitely a league that's on the rise. And so, you know, tonight wasn't the prettiest of things, and we turn it over 24 times. We shoot 53%. We just couldn't hold on to the ball for a while, and you know, a lot of that's my fault. That first half, I had us in the wrong press breaker. We should have adjusted earlier with some things, and to our guys' credit, though, we really adjusted in a good way, and then we made plays. You know, they made a big-time run, and New Mexico's crowd really travels well, and but our experiences all year playing against really good teams at Houston, at BYU, obviously on the road in our conference has prepared us for this moment. And we were able to find a way to win. And we were just dealing with all kinds of issues with foul trouble. Sam gets 4 fouls with, what, I think 8 minutes to go, maybe a little bit more. Namish had foul issues. Diogo had 2 in the first half. And so, you know, a common theme for us all year is 2 things. NBA, which most people say is next best action for us, or most people say it's National Basketball Association. For us, it's next best action. And then 2 is you got to earn everything in life. And so we knew that we had to go earn victory, and we really put the clamps down, and we're fantastic, in particular the last 8 minutes of the game.
Sam, like you mentioned, you had 4 fouls with a lot of time left on the clock. How were you able to come in and still be able to put up successful offense for your team without getting fouled out?
Yeah, I mean, our coaches put me in a good position. I wasn't able to play to guard the people that I would have wanted to guard it, but you know, our coaches put me in a good position, and fortunately I didn't get that 5th foul, and you know, we were able to, you know, like Coach said, we didn't play our best basketball. Felt like we had 80 turnovers, to be honest, but you know, we found a way to win. That's been our mantra all year.
You still put up 14 in the second half, though. What got going for you, especially you really were really successful from the line today as well?
You know, I think we didn't turn the ball over as much in the second half, and that allowed us to get more shots. I think they had 12 more shots than us in the first half, and once we started taking care of the ball, we, like Coach said, we shot 54%. So we were just able to get the shots that we wanted, and fortunately they fell for us.
Diogo, you came in the game and really provided that spark to take the lead in the second half. What was working for you out there?
Well, it was just a mindset of just breaking the press and meeting the ball. That's something that we didn't do in the first half. And me especially passing the ball in the first half was terrible. And we really needed to just find the ball in the second half. We weren't ready. I don't think we were really ready for their aggressiveness. They were really aggressive. And I think we got to give New Mexico a lot of credit. And that's something that they did a lot last year, but we haven't really seen this year. And you know, just find those gaps in the game, and that's what I tried to do during the second half.
Diogo mentioned those gaps in the game. One of those was really capitalizing on at the free throw line, Coach. What did you like from what you saw from your team there? Well,
I mean, when you're going at, there's 2 things. One, you know, we hadn't played a game in 9 days, so like it was like our break was longer than our Christmas break. And these guys played on the floor last night. We had not played in this gym this year, and so I think it took us a little while to adjust maybe and get into a rhythm, but we were really on attack, you know, and we felt like after the way they played last night against Wyoming, they were going to pick us up full and try to make it a track meet type of game. And you know, we try to, you know, people say, what's your style of play? And we want to play the winning style of play. So if that means you win 65-62 or 95-92, you know, it's all the same, and we feel like we can do that. We were aggressive, though. We were getting to the rim. We were playing on attack when we didn't turn it over. You know, it was hard. It was like a playground pickup kind of game, really. And so our guys settled in, but we told them, let's get to the basket, stay on attack, being aggressive. And generally, when teams do press like that, you're going to foul more because you are overextending, right? And so our guys did a better job that second half looking up the floor and creating some 2-on-1, 3-on-2 advantage, disadvantage stuff where we really got downhill. And two things, I thought Justin Bean was really, really good. Bean had 15 rebounds, 12 defensive, 3 offensive, and then we got the ball to Namish Keita a lot more in the second half, and he was able to get fouled.
Sam, speaking of Namish Keita, can you talk about how he was huge in helping with field goal percentage defense in the game?
Yeah, I mean, that's been the case all year for us. We want to try and force teams in there because we know they're going to have a tough time finishing over him. And I don't know how many blocks he had, but he had to have altered at least. Felt like almost every shot they took inside the paint. So
6 blocks.
6 blocks. This is pretty good. So he was huge for us.
You winning Player of the Year, him winning Freshman of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year. What did that mean like for your squad and Coach of the Year as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, we're grateful for the awards and for the respect, but, you know, those personal awards mean that your program is doing something right. So, you know, that's all that matters to us. We know that if you win, the personal stuff will come, but, you know, you got to focus on winning, and that's what we've done all year.
So you guys have won, and now you're advancing to the next round. Coach, what are you looking forward to in this next round, knowing that you've already played these 2 opponents before?
Not turning it over. And that's something we've been really good at all year. But, you know, our next game, you know, you're in the semifinals of the Mountain West tournament, and we're going to play one of 2 really good, you know, I mean, 2 good, one. Either team will be a good matchup. Air Force is a team that really is so sound in every way. Lavelle Scotty's a very good player along with their other guys. They're a team that just gets better and better as the year has gone on. And they just know how to muck it up, and you got to be really sharp defending their stuff. And in Fresno State, we've had 2 nail biters with those guys, and they're led by 2 senior guards, you know, and Taylor and Huggins that are very, very good players. And Grimes has had a great year, and you just go right down the line. So they're ultra, ultra talented, and we expect a dogfight tomorrow night.
For sure. Well, congratulations, Coach, on advancing to the next round. I'll let you guys get back to treatment.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Do I need to
Thank you. Let's take a look at the stats from today's game. The biggest difference in this game was definitely the rebounding. Utah State out-rebounded the Lobos by twice as much. Thank you so much. They shot 53% from the field, holding the Lobos to under 40%, which is something that they've done over 10 times this year versus conference opponents. Again, Utah State is moving on after a 91-83 victory over New Mexico. Earlier today, Nevada and San Diego State punched their tickets to the first semifinal game tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Now Utah State awaits to see who they will play next, either Fresno State or Air Force, tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. Let's stay tuned for the next quarterfinal game that will be starting in roughly 14 minutes.